Live.
We are the children.
We're live. We're recording. And here we go.
Welcome to the Tom Bernard Podcast with the family and
Alex Bernard Rasmussen.
Andy Brant Bernard.
And who's our buddy?
Kostaki Economopoulos.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Kostaki's going to be on for the first 15 minutes. Then we'll go to a quick break, come back, and then it'll be Kristen. And it's going to be interesting because I have a lot of complaining to do today.
Oh, God.
About the world in general.
Fair.
That is that. Kostaki Economopoulos, ladies and gentlemen, what's happening, Kostaki?
I'm wearing my Falcon shirt. Let's check this shirt out.
Oh, he's got his Falcon shirt on.
Whoa.
Atlanta boy.
Fly.
Oh my God, that is snazzy.
This is a polyester $35 Chinese knockoff.
Amazing.
Bowling shirt. I wore this to the Cowboys training camp, and when I walked in, the whole stands like playfully booed me.
There you go.
They're all in navy and white, and I come in with my big glaring red shirt. It was great.
It all works out.
The Cowboys, by the way, traded superstar Micah Parsons to the Packers this week.
What's that all about?
Yeah, it's a big name, maybe one of the best defensive players in the league. They let him go for a player and 2 first-round picks. And with his new draft picks, Jerry Jones is hoping to hit on a Micah Parsons type. Okay, yeah, that's good. He traded Elvis. Now he's hoping to get an Elvis impersonator.
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
Could have just kept the guy. People think the Browns are bad at trading, and Jerry Jones was like, hold my Metamucil.
Metamucil.
Hey, Metamucil's good stuff.
Okay, Andy, maybe the oldest man thing you've ever said.
What?
Metamucil's
fiber.
good stuff. Well, you just eat fiber like a normal person.
It all works out in the end.
What? Twigs and leaves?
Yes.
Speaking of old men, Bill Belichick had a rough night last night.
Really?
Why?
University of North Carolina, and Bill Belichick lost 48-14.
Oh.
1-4, huh?
Whoa.
Now, that seems like a big gap, but follow along. This is right up your alley, Andy. This
Okay.
is like fun with math. Belichick is 73. His girlfriend is 24.
Ew. Ew, 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 ew,
50 years.
Ew.
That's the right response. So when he was 48, she was -1.
Yep.
Ew.
He was 48, and she wouldn't be born for another year. So 48-14 is pretty close. It's pretty close.
Sure.
It's not
Yeah.
as big a gap as it seems.
Melissa and I are
Gross.
5 years apart, and sometimes she's like, thinks about when I was graduating high school, she was 13, and that weirds her out.
Oh, right.
And it's like, yeah, it would have been weird if we had been together back then, but I don't know.
Well, isn't it like proven that men emotionally are 5 years behind women? So you're the same age emotionally.
So it would have been okay for me to date a 13-year-old, is what you're saying.
Well, no, adult.
Interesting
adult
outlook,
people.
Alex.
Adult people.
Adult people.
Boy.
Former Bears quarterback Jay Cutler got a DUI. Police say he had bloodshot eyes and seemed out of it. To be fair, that's what Jay Cutler is always like.
You talking about talent now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is no surprise. We know Jay Cutler can't finish a drive. These are the jokes, everybody.
Indeed.
Yes, that was a joke.
They also
We love
found a loaded gun in his truck. Jay Cutler boos a gun in a pickup truck in Tennessee. This sounds like a Kid Rock video.
It does.
Or a game of White Trash Clue.
White trash. That's a little negative.
No, it's fun. It was Jay Cutler with the pistol in the pickup. Like that's
That's true. That's a good point.
white trash. It's fun.
Yep, it is.
If Jay Cutler was trying to shoot somebody, he would miraculously hit one guy like 70 yards away and then miss 3 right in front of him. So statistically, you'd be safe. Chargers running back Najee Harris may miss some time because of a fireworks incident.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It's a bad sign when your team's most explosive play is on the 4th of July.
So you've been working on this today.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to write
Yeah.
jokes.
6 months off. He's got all
Yeah, I
number
had
two.
some time. Yeah.
There you go.
The Colts are going to start Daniel Jones over Anthony Richardson in a strategic move to upset everyone. Good job. Bad news, Anthony Richardson. If you can't keep up with these Joneses, you're headed for Canadian football. It's not going to go well.
God, Canadian football.
How well do CFL players get paid?
Not.
I'm guessing not terribly. I wonder.
Oh boy, that's a good question. I don't know the answer to that. I think they've got some. It's got different rules. They only have 3 downs, and they have these crazy long end zones. It's a lot more of a passing game.
Yeah.
League average of 73,000, so not a ton, but you can live on it.
Yeah,
Highest
right.
paid CFL players, the quarterback for the BC Lions, who earns $450.
Okay.
450?
So I mean,
Do you have this in front of you, Andy? Do they have some kind of like 50% of the players have to be Canadians or something? There's some kind of a.
there is.
I think there's some kind of a cap on. They don't want it to be overrun by American college players who can't make it in the NFL.
Yeah.
46% for some reason needs to be Canadian.
Oh, that's an
Because
interesting
it's
number.
only it's a 45-man roster for each team, and a minimum of 21 have to be Canadian nationals.
Okay, so they're picking
I
a
guess
number that works.
22 would have been just too much. I don't know.
Okay, all right. Well, they're very protective of their football. That's why there's not an NFL team in Montreal or Toronto, which would be fun. I think it'd be great. Now, Anthony Richardson in college, his initials were AR and his number was 15, so we went by the nickname AR-15. But he had to distance himself from that, because of the murdering.
Yes, because the murdering part. That's true.
Now he's number 5, so he should go by what? Choco Cinco? That'd be fun.
Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah.
Choco Cinco. I did almost stumble over it.
Yeah. See?
He's one of the most athletically gifted athletes ever tested at the combine, but he's not a consistent passer. It's a bummer he picked quarterback. He'd just pick any other position. You could be great at it.
They don't need to pass as a running back, right?
Right. You
There
could
you
be right. You could be a tight end. You could be a receiver. You could be a defensive lineman. You could rush the passer, right? He could theoretically make a transition to something else. I mean, even Tim Tebow eventually tried baseball, right?
He
Did he?
did?
Yeah. He hit a home run in his first at bat in the minors, and I was like, how could a guy who's never been to second base hit a home run?
Oh, see.
Come on, he was a virgin for a long.
See, if I joined a baseball league and I hit a home run at my first at bat, I would retire.
Retire.
Thanks, everybody.
Never did anything except hit home runs my whole career.
There you go.
Bat 1,000. Goodbye.
That's right.
There you go.
All right, now the Falcons have a new quarterback. His name is Michael Penix, Penix, and Brian Miller, unemployed newspaper editor, called me and he goes, "Penix autocorrects to penis. We're gonna have a big mistake headline at some point."
Yeah.
I suppose it does
I was going to
autocorrect,
say,
doesn't it?
that's not great.
Right. So here I have for you to close 10 or so possible Michael Penix mistake headlines.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, God.
It's a good thing Catherine isn't here.
I was gonna say, can I leave for a bit? I'll be back in 5. I'm going to take 5.
All right, here we go. Penis soft in first start.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Penis struggles, yanked in third quarter.
Okay.
Yeah, there's 10 of these. Falcons finally put in aging penis. Penis explodes in fourth quarter. My favorite. Penis proves incapable of good decisions.
Oh, true. That is true.
Oh, dear.
Fans demand more penis.
God.
Falcons want penis to stay in the pocket.
Did you work on this all weekend?
Fans cringe as penis enters injury tent.
No,
Oh, ew.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Mhm.
see? Yeah.
I don't know what an
Peter-
injury tent is, but I don't think I want to.
Sounds
I don't know what an
gross.
injury tent is.
I've never heard that double entendre before.
Penis erupts early, sleeps through second half. And finally, Falcons win with penis out. Good night, everybody.
Okay.
God.
That
Well,
last one was good.
Luckily, Kristen Burt joined us in time to hear all of those.
Yeah.
so-
Great.
She
Lucky
heard him in-
you.
heard him in the
Lucky
shadows.
for her.
Wow.
I feel like a journalistic Russian roulette would be writing a headline with Penix and Kanega.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Right.
you're going to hit an autocorrect on one of those. And
Oh,
it's not
God.
gonna be good.
That's
Oh, yeah.
trouble.
Do you have like 2 more minutes, or do you have to go right now?
No, yeah. Yeah. Talk to me. What's up?
You're good to go.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what the whole deal is with all. Do you know? Now, were you ever on the Howard Stern show?
No, I never did, Howard. I would
You
love
never
to,
did
but I never
Howard.
did.
That's
No.
weird.
I'm a fan. He's good at what he does.
But he, well, not anymore. He's not going to be around anymore. So, talking about the fact that he's going to be gone. Well, he's only got 125,000 listeners, which is,
Really? Wow. And he's making almost $1 million per or $1,000 per listener. That's pretty good.
what do you mean?
he
He makes 100 million a year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he's got 100,000 listeners and $100 million, it's
That's
$1,000 a
true.
listener.
Well, that's
I
true.
wish we
man.
made that kind of money.
Yeah.
That's good though. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just don't really understand. They're not letting it go because they keep saying, no, he's leaving. No, he's staying. No, he's going to
I
leave.
thought
No,
that
he's-
leaving thing was a hoax for publicity.
That's what I thought.
That's
but
the
no.
last thing. That's the last thing I saw. Was that it was all a hoax from Sirius.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any listeners anymore.
Doesn't matter.
Well, it does matter if nobody's buying the advertisers' products. If nobody's buying, that's going to be a big problem.
Right.
You would think maybe they just need one listener to buy $100 million product.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Absolutely.
So the odds are with it. Maybe
Well,
he's
he was
selling.
the original. He was the original flagship of Sirius as it
Yeah.
emerged, right?
Yep.
So they probably could take a loss on Stern to keep him, as part
Right.
of the face of the deal. A lot of the networks that have NFL programming, they lose money on the NFL part, but they want it to be a part of their package, right?
Oh yeah.
They're loss leaders, so I don't know if that's what's happening with Stern or not, but that's possible.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening with him at all, but it just seems so odd that they make a decision. It's been like a month and a half, hasn't it?
It's been a while that we've been talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So you'd think that somebody'd step forward and say, no, here's what the deal is. So I don't know. I mean, the guy's made, what is he? I mean, he's got to be a billionaire now, I would think.
Got to be close.
He's been at it for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, he has like 30, well, this current job he's been on for like 15, 20 years,
At
something
least.
like that.
Yeah, right. Sirius has been around. Yeah, it's got to be more than 15. You're
Let's
right.
see.
That's what I'm thinking.
He went to Sirius in 2006.
So 19 years ago.
19 years. Yep.
And so
Yeah.
he's made 1.9. Holy God.
Yeah, he's been making, well, his show, I guess. I don't know. Is this $100 million going straight to Stern, or is that for his show? Like, how much of that goes to production costs and marketing and that sort of thing? Or is that literally personal income that he's making $100 million with?
Well, that's a good question.
Because if it is personal income, then yeah, he's made $1.9 billion on Sirius, which is absurd.
Right.
Kristen wants to jump in with us.
Kristen wants to jump in.
Yep.
I don't know how
I
you
don't know
figure
about
that,
that.
but
Well,
I don't know
because
about
it just appeared at the top.
No, she just entered the studio.
no, she just entered the studio. But yeah, she can.
Oh, I thought you wanted to come. There she
can
is.
chime in. I don't know. When I
There
hear
she
that Howard Stern has made
is.
$1.9 billion on Sirius, it makes me want to become a communist. I'm moving to the
Well, there you
I'm
go.
moving to this Russia and reviving the Soviet Union as we speak.
I
Kristen,
thought
what
you were going to say talk show host. You went communist?
Yeah.
well, yeah.
I've been doing a show for 13 years. I'm not making $100 million. I
That's
No.
right.
don't think it's in the cards for me.
Not even a
There you go. Well, his record, Kristen, as you point out, I think every week when you're on the show, the only place he ever lost was in Minneapolis.
He lost to you.
He got crushed in Minneapolis.
Yeah, wasn't he here for like 6 months or something.
It was only about 6 months.
Yeah, I thought
he got nobody to listen.
Well, I was very young when it happened, so to me it felt like it was a very long time.
Yeah.
But when I heard it was under a year, I was like,
under
wow,
a year,
really?
yes.
I would have said like 5 years he tried here, but nope, didn't work at all.
Not at all. Though, Kostaki, you got to get going.
I got to scram. But hey, it's
All
good
right,
to talk to you
Pally, we'll
guys.
come back
Football's
soon.
back. Good to see you. Go Vikings, and I'll talk to you in a week.
Thanks a lot, Kostaki.
Bye.
Kostaki Economopoulos, ladies and gentlemen, quick snaps coming up this year, I'm certain. Kristen Burt was listening in. Then I went to the wall and said, let's bring her on. Now, Kristen, I just, the thing about it is, especially on places like YouTube.
Yeah, you're very into YouTube all of a sudden.
Well, well, they do promote the hell out of the show. I don't know if you know that.
Well, we're on YouTube. We're on YouTube right now. Hello, YouTube.
Yeah, hello,
Do they
YouTube.
promote it? We just have it on there because we put it on there.
No, I talked to Johnny YouTube myself, and I said,
Johnny YouTube.
Please
YouTube.
No, they do promote our show.
I was going to say
No,
whoever the CEO of
it's not
Alphabet
a-
is, but I actually can't think of it.
I don't have any clue. So before you get started, Kristen, now you do still have to go right at the top of the hour?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I just am trying to figure out this whole Stern deal.
Oh, dear.
I got to be
Still.
honest with you. If I were Howard Stern and I were a billionaire, I'd go, I don't want to do the show anymore. Goodbye.
Well, he clearly doesn't want to do the show either. He's never happy. He's
I
a
know.
very, very unhappy man.
He is, yeah, absolutely.
But I mean, I guess it's hard to walk away from $100 million a year,
I guess.
no matter how miserable you are.
Well, there's no way they could pay him that anymore because he's only got 125,000 listeners.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's what keeps him like thriving, even though he doesn't sound happy per se.
Keeps
but
him going. Yeah.
keeps him going. I mean, Tom, would you just want to like walk away? You weren't ready to walk away when, the KQ situation happened. You were like,
Yeah.
hey, I've got a lot more to say.
Well, part of that had to do with the fact that I was there for 37 years. And then when they fired me, I didn't even get any severance pay. I got nothing. After 37 years of being number one for about 35 years of that, it was like, oh, yeah, good. The only Minnesotan to ever make it into the National Radio Hall of Fame. Doesn't
Really?
matter. Well, no, I'm sorry. Garrison Keillor did too. And Stanley Hubbard, but he wasn't on the air. And Garrison Keillor wasn't in public broadcasting. So I'm the only public broadcasting guy to make it into the National Radio Hall of Fame. And it's like nobody in the business cares. It's like, whatever.
What have you done for me lately?
I just don't get it, But I got to be honest with you about this too. I was talking to Andy over the weekend that our show numbers are clicking way up. They have in the last 2 weeks. They've clicked way up. And we're going to stay after it. And we will make this a very, very big show with all the talent we have.
Oh, the talent.
I would think anyway. Don't you think?
We got Kostaki, we got Kristen, we got Chris Eggert when he shows up. I mean,
Can we throw
Unbelievable.
Sansevier into that? Is he a talent or is he just Italian?
well, he hasn't been on in 3 weeks, so we don't talk about
That's
him
what I
anymore.
told him. He said, I only missed one show. It's like, you haven't been on in
I
3
mean,
weeks.
To be fair, we
No.
didn't do a show yesterday, but
That's true.
or
He was on the week
or the week before. No, we didn't do a show last Monday because I was sick.
Yeah, because Andy was very sick.
I'm still sick. I'm going to the doctor after the show today.
I'm very unsure of what's happening. with
Okay, here's
school
my
starting
segue then.
and-
This is a perfect segue then to Kristen Burt and her part of the show. Okay.
Great.
What?
I just said great.
No, okay, I won't do it. Never mind.
Bill makes a good point, though.
Who?
You technically weren't an employee, right? So they don't really do compensation packages for contractors.
Yeah, but 37 years, don't you think a couple of bucks or something would have been nice?
I think
Did
if
you
they're
have pay or
legally
play in your
obligated to.
contract?
What's that?
Did you have pay or play in your contract? So
I don't know what I had. I don't need. I never
I
paid
don't
any
know
attention
what
to
I
that
had.
stuff.
That's true.
They just gave me a piece of paper and I
Gave me a
signed
piece of
it.
paper, and yeah, good for you. I'm happy for you.
Oh boy.
But no, I just it's a weird situation, no question. But yeah, I keep wondering because all I see when I go on YouTube is every third story is about Howard Stern, and it's been that way for like 3
Well,
weeks
it's because
now.
you're watching them and
No.
clicking on them, and like if I
Yeah.
went on YouTube,
I feel like the news has
I would have-
gone down about Stern in the last week or so.
yeah, if I went on YouTube, I would have literally nothing about Howard
Yeah.
Stern on mine.
But I don't click on any of them.
Well, you must
You
watch
must.
them. Or
I don't watch them. I can just see
something.
that he's on there.
Well, remember your phone listens to you, so your algorithm is starting to
Yeah.
pull.
I suppose, yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look, I've never talked to Howard Stern. I never met him. I got nothing against him. I mean, he tried to pull that.
Okay.
What was that?
I woke up in a new
that's
Bugatti.
YouTube. I went to YouTube to see if any of that sort of thing popped up for me, and of course, it immediately started playing shorts.
Start playing.
YouTube shorts are the worst invention
I
ever
woke
made.
up in a new.
Yeah.
Okay, Hollywood news. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Let's go. Well, I just got back from Vegas, you guys. So
How was Ashley Simpson?
Oh, yeah.
Ashley Simpson. So I have to tell the story that started before I arrived in Vegas. I was with my friend. My friend is a paparazzo, so part of the paparazzi. She used to work for TMZ. She's independent contractor now, but on our flight was Jessica Simpson.
Oh, no way.
Oh, God.
Yes. So, by the way, we took Southwest. So if that is not a recession indicator, Jessica Simpson did not fly private. And we also have Jet Suite X here. So that is kind of like semi-private. She did not fly that either out of Burbank.
Right.
If she's doing like an undercover boss kind of thing.
So she was not undercover at all.
No.
She was on our flight, and with her ex-husband, which looks like maybe there's a reconciliation going on there. So that was kind of interesting because they separated about 6 months ago. But so my friend got photos, and before our flight had even taken off, she had already sold them to TMZ, and they were up on the site. So, so you guys understand how fast those transactions go.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking. I want to see
the photos everywhere. You'll even my head is in the background too on one of them. I was like, "That's
Your
my pocket."
Well, that's kind of, you said your head's in the background.
We landed in Vegas just because we figured Jessica would have a lot of luggage because her sister Ashley was playing in Vegas. My friend Melanie was like, "Hey, I'm going to see if she's at baggage claim, see if I will get an interview." Sure enough, Jessica and her ex-husband, Eric Johnson, were there. And she was like, "Hey, are you guys back together?" Eric gave a big smile. Jessica didn't answer that question, but she did answer questions about her sister Ashley performing in Las Vegas because this was her big comeback. And Jessica was very, very sweet, gave really, good answers. And again, my friend sold that within a matter of 5 minutes after us getting into our cab at the airport. And she was like, "Thanks for helping me out." Because I had let her know I had gotten on the plane ahead of her. And I said, "Hey, they're together. That is Eric." She hadn't seen Eric. So she was like, "I will pay for our hotel for the weekend." So that is my treat.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
I see the picture.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of them. You'll see them. And just so you guys understand like how fast these things happen in real time. So just thought I'd give you a little behind the scenes look at the paparazzi.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So,
I must agree. There's no question about it.
I'm going to be honest. If I had seen them on a plane, I would have thought nothing of it. I don't know who they are.
Probably not. She looks.
I mean, I know who Jessica Simpson is, but I wouldn't have recognized her at all.
She's
pretty recognizable. I mean, and she was not hiding. She was in red. So it was very.
She's a full face of makeup. She's like.
Full beat. Yeah. Full beat. Yes. That was all done. And my guess was that she had her makeup done professionally. Yeah. Because we were going right to the show in Las Vegas. So.
Okay, I was gonna say, it's like full glam.
Yeah, Danelle said she lost a lot of weight. She is very, very tiny. She's probably about 5'2", 5'3", and very, very tiny.
I walked by her once at a John Mayer concert when she was dating John Mayer, and she is so small, like
so small, shockingly small.
So small.
And if anyone has not, I don't know if the guys are really interested, but for any of the women out there, if you have not read her memoir, it is incredible. And I would say actually listen to her audiobook. It goes through her time with John Mayer and really not a great person to date. So,
I mean, he dated like everyone. He was like the Pete Davidson of the early 2000s.
Jennifer Aniston, Katy Perry. Yeah, he dated some really famous women and really kind of an awful person to date in the end.
Really?
I can see that.
The other thing I wanted to mention, people were wondering, like, is Vegas dead? Because that's been kind of the myth on social media. I would say traffic is definitely down. So it was busy because it was a 3-day weekend, of course. But I would also say that compared to other long weekends where I've gone to Vegas, it was on the slower side. And I would ask every Uber driver, like, what are you guys seeing? Is it busy here? And they're saying we're about 30% off of last year.
Oh,
And a lot of that, they said, has to do with international tourists not coming here. There's a lot of nervousness about immigration, visas, customs, and things like that. So whatever narrative they're hearing on their side of the world, they're not coming.
One of our listeners wanted to know if you've heard anything about Longmire returning.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a date for that. I mean, it is returning, but I don't know. We haven't heard an official date yet.
Oh,
That's a good show, Longmire. I really
you guys
enjoyed
were
that.
obsessed with Longmire.
yeah, you sure were. We had the one of them in.
Oh yeah, he's
that
from
was-
Minnesota.
Yeah, it was like 6-7 years ago.
He was super nice.
Longmire guy from Minnesota.
I can't remember what his name was. He was super, super nice though.
All right, AI, do your thing.
And the other big news of the weekend was The Rock. We are going to be talking about Dwayne Johnson this Oscar season.
I think he weighs as much as I do right now.
Yeah. Well, remember this, you guys. We had a talk a few weeks ago, and I mentioned this. I said, Dwayne Johnson has said that he's going to be losing weight. And I said, it is likely related to his alleged use of, substances to possibly keep himself very big. And he's at a stage where likely it's not good on his heart or his long-term health. And he's at the Venice Film Festival looking very, very thin compared to what we have seen him in the past.
Yeah, like most of his muscle mass seems to be gone.
Really?
And that's what they say when you're taking these sort of things to keep yourself big. They say that once you get off them, you lose that mass in no time. It's crazy.
Yeah. And he said, like, hey, I'm going to lean down, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, it is likely due to heart health and everything else from long-term
100%.
use.
How old is he?
It's like 54, 53.
Yeah, there you go. Mid-50s is when you really have to start paying attention to that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yep.
But I want to talk a little bit about his movie, just so it's on everyone's radar. It's called The Smashing Machine. It's based on the true story of Mark Kerr, the MMA fighter who became addicted to things like heroin and narcotics. HBO a long time ago, about 20 years ago, did a documentary on him. But this movie got him a 15-minute standing ovation at the Venice Film Festival, and the Oscar buzz has officially started. So he is officially in the mix for award shows. Probably something that we never thought was possible. But Benny Safdie is the director, and he always gets great performances out of people. If you've seen Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler, you guys know what I'm talking about. So maybe a little Oscar buzz for The Rock.
Well, there you go. That's not all bad.
Oh my gosh, The Rock looks so much older.
Oh, he does?
Yeah,
When you're bigger, you have like more fat to your face. So then
It's
you
filled out, and then he looks way older.
Yeah, I'm working on.
Wild.
Here we go. I just saved it. It's one thing about downloading images off the internet. They're all WebP these days, and StreamYard does not handle WebPs, so I have to convert them to PNG, which I did, and
happening.
Here
this is his picture.
Is what he looks like now. I mean,
well, he does look a lot.
He
older,
looks
right?
a lot thinner.
Yeah, he looks a lot.
And he
thinner.
looks a significant amount older, I would say. But that's what happens when you lose a lot of weight. Is
that's
you
true.
just end up looking
even if your weight is
older.
Muscle.
Yep,
that is
So
true.
my next guess would be that we might see some injectables on The Rock.
Yeah,
especially if he goes into Oscar season.
Filler,
See if the wrinkles go away.
Oh yeah.
How old is he?
53.
53.
Oh, that's not.
Well, I will tell you this. Back in the day, I never did steroids. I was big into lifting weights and all that stuff, but I never did steroids. But I worked out with a lot of professional wrestlers, with football players, out of the 20 guys that used to get together at the gym, there are 4 of us left. The other 16 are all dead.
Yikes.
Steroids will kill you. You do not want to do steroids. They will eventually kill you.
I take creatine.
Creatine, there you go.
That helps build muscle.
The next step has also been like human growth hormones for a lot of people losing weight. So I think that that's kind of the next step on all that. But again, you don't want to use it long term because there are some side effects. So
Yes.
Yeah, there's no question about that. All right, sister, I know you got to go. Any closing words?
Just one more thought that Scrubs, I know we talked about that they are doing a reboot.
yeah.
It is definitely moving forward. And, besides the main cast, Sarah Chalk and Donald Faison and Zach Braff, they have added Carla Reyes. She played Nurse Carla, if you guys remember. She's on High Potential, so she can't do the show full time, but they're bringing her back as a recurring guest star. So looks like most of the cast will be back.
I'll have to finish watching the existing stuff.
I don't know if I feel like Scrubs is one of those shows that I've seen like most episodes of because it was just like on TV a lot, but I never actually tried to watch it.
Melissa and I started watching it about 1.5 years ago. We're still not through it. Maybe one day.
I remember I always liked it. I thought it was good.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's not like incredible or anything, but it's good.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad to hear that. Dave Kliss just posted 3 straight posts. He's got a lot of schmoozing to do.
Said you're still young, Alex. I am. It's true.
Alex is still young.
I have friends that talk about back pain and all this stuff, and I'm like, you
They're
guys.
your age?
Yes.
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
oh, I feel like I'm 1,000. Exactly. I'm like, move your body. What are you doing? I feel
it or lose it. Like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel the exact same that I always have. Like I actually I might be in better shape now than I was 5 years ago. And I'm just like, why aren't you not taking care of yourself? That's why you feel crappy.
You have one body, one life, treat it well. And if you have the ability to move, that's a gift.
I know. It absolutely is. Dan just had this whole conversation with the kids yesterday. He's like, you just have to like think about how lucky we are to be able to like move and exercise and all this stuff. And then after a while, Fawn went, yeah.
It doesn't mean anything to a 9-year-old. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, whatever. That's really nice, huh? Nice family I got. What do you think?
Oh, it was funny.
What a world.
Crazy.
All right, you're going to be with us tomorrow, I hope.
I will be. I will see you all tomorrow morning.
Thank you, my dear. We'll see you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, Kristen Burt Entertainment News. Huh?
Hey.
What do you think of that? Matter of fact, I got to read this thing because I forgot to read it on the intro.
Oh, yeah.
Kristen Burt Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabankco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Take a break. Be right back in a couple minutes. Right after this. From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Allie?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands-free, but you can't have your phone in your hands for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget. And now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB, something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
It's time for Wellshire Alzheimer's and Dementia Care Facilities. Wellshire Alzheimer's and Dementia Care Facilities are a place where your loved one will live with pride and dignity. If you care deeply about someone in your life, Wellshire is the place I highly recommend. Wellshire is a memory care focused facility that has a full nursing team always staffed within the building 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They have never used or relied on any staffing agencies. Wellshire of Medina is now accepting elderly waivers after 12 months of private pay. I know them personally. They are a family-owned local company conveniently located right in Medina and Bloomington. They are the best staffed memory care facility in the state. Wellshire has a robust community with activities 7 days a week. If your loved one is in need of a memory care facility, please get in touch with my friends at Wellshire. And they are my friends. Otherwise, matter of fact, I've known them. Well, I've known the dad for about 40 years. So there you go. So I don't say, yeah, they're my friends when they're not my friends, because they are my friends. Set up a tour or learn more at wellshiremn.com. That's WEALSHIREMN.com. We are. Oh, look who's here with us, Chris Eggert. What do you know?
Well, hi there.
God, it's great to see somebody from Hubbard's face because I get a call this morning from the front office. We're supposed to go out on the Mimi on Thursday night.
Yeah.
And I just learned about half the people that I invited can't go.
Oh, that's too
So,
bad.
I mean, I'm going to have to just cancel it. I would think they don't want to go with just, 10 people or something. Like Andy can't go because he's sick.
I was not invited.
Yes,
so
Yeah, I didn't hear about this
Nope.
until maybe half an hour ago.
Well, I
no one
know,
told me about that.
But this is what I'm saying. But so that's the whole situation. So what I was thinking about doing, since we'd have to get about 4, maybe even 6 people to fill up the thing, I was thinking of reaching out to people who hate me and see if they want to come on.
You could
That
push
would
them
be
off.
fun.
And then, they could yell at me and then we just push them into the water.
Yeah, that sounds like a great cruise. I think that'd be fun.
That'd be quite interesting. You must go on a few of those every year, don't you? Oh, you don't?
No,
You don't go on the cruises?
no, I've never been on one. You're big dog.
You want to go?
I can't on a night. I got to work in the morning.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, what? Yeah, but we'll be out of there by
Yeah.
like 9.
I was
Oh,
saying,
Stay at night is a very odd time to do
Oh,
this
you
sort of
big
thing.
babies.
I
Oh,
get
yeah.
up at 2. I can't do it. I
Oh,
cannot.
that's true. You get up at 2. You can't do it.
yeah, 2 is.
You get up at 2 in the morning?
Mhm.
When do you go to sleep?
Ideally 7:30,
Wow.
and that's
That's
still not
6
enough
hours.
sleep, obviously. But
Yeah, I remember all those years when I used to have to get up at 3:30 to do the morning show.
Yeah, you were going to bed at 7 o'clock.
I was going to bed at 7 o'clock, but I'd never fall asleep until like 9:30. So you get about 5 hours of sleep.
I know, and that's the problem. But if you push it like that, like you go out and you do something, it's not like you can come home and go to sleep. So then you're up until
Yep.
11:30, 12 o'clock, and so then it just kind of, I'm too old to run on 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah, 2 hours of sleep is. But I mean, whoever thought? You tell me when I was growing up in North Minneapolis. One day the Hubbard family is going to give you their yacht to take down the river over right on the border of Minnesota and Wisconsin. And, don't worry about it. You can invite anybody you want. It's like 14 people or whatever it is, blah, blah, blah. Who would ever thought all these years later it'd be like, oh, we can't go. We're sick. I got to work. I'm having a hell of a time filling out the roster to take. I mean, that boat's got to be worth what, $20 million or something.
I've seen lots of pictures of it. It's pretty cool.
Again,
God.
I have not been invited.
You
Yeah,
weren't.
this
You're
is
invited.
brand
No
new
one's told
information
me
to
about
us.
this.
Well, I just
so.
found out about it, so there you go. I got to figure out who because Andy
I
can't
can't-
go because he's sick.
Kids aren't allowed, right?
I don't know. Are kids allowed on that boat?
I
You're
know-
asking the wrong person. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You don't know the boat rules, Chris. Come
Yeah.
on.
I know last time.
Every morning news anchors aren't allowed on the boat, so I don't know if kids are.
Well, what time does your shift start over at KSTP?
I'm usually there by 3:30.
Wow, people are watching the news at 4 o'clock in the morning.
We go on at 4:30. Our first team goes on at 4:30, and then Megan and I and Ken go on at 5. Well, Ken goes on at 4:30. Megan and I go on at 5:30 to 7.
Huh.
Well,
Yep.
that's pretty good, though. That's a pretty good hour and a half. That's nice.
Well, and then we do the show from 9 to 10 too. So the other show. But
Oh, that's right. And now, did you have to appear at the fair this year?
we were there every day, which is why I could not.
Every day.
I couldn't pull the podcast for the last couple weeks. Andy, thanks for working with me on the schedule. It was just
Yeah.
and technologically out there, we would try it before, Tom, when you had your different setup, and I'd try to go live out there with my phone, and it just
It's just not great. Yeah. I'm surprised the fair doesn't have public Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point.
Yeah, because I was going to bring the laptop to the show that we did,
Yeah.
and they were like, "There's no Wi-Fi there. You would have to tether your phone to it." And I'm like, "Huh, that's very strange."
Yeah, it's a whole different deal.
Maybe they could charge a little bit more and give people Wi-Fi.
Yeah, honestly, charge people $5 for a day of Wi-Fi. You'd probably make $100,000 right
That's
there.
true. That is true. I bet I bet for $5 people be willing to pay that.
Absolutely,
For sure.
A lot of and like Margaret just said, the signal's horrible out there.
I was going to say you don't have much service because
Yeah.
there's so many people in a small area. It's like, yeah.
See, now the listeners to this show, our listeners have stepped up, and it says, "Just stay up, Chris.
Yeah.
Just don't sleep that
Don't
night."
sleep.
And
Ever.
then Donnell says,
do a drawing and take a listen.
Yeah, do a drawing and take a listener. That'd be good. We could do that. I wonder how Hubbard would think of that. Yeah, we just did a drawing. I've never met this person, but I'm bringing them on your $20 million boat.
That.
That might not go over too big.
It's a choice.
You know what I should do that'd be good? I should call Ginny and invite her on her own boat.
You could do that.
Hey, Ginny, come on the boat. I got the boat Thursday night. Why don't you come on? Well, I've got it all the other 6 nights, so no.
I like the idea of finding the people who dislike you the most and taking them on the boat. That would be really funny. That would be a fun. That would be a fun reality show.
Just take, because you could take, I think, like 18 people or something like that. I don't know, it's 20 people, whatever it is. Could you imagine if I got a hold of the 18 people who dislike me the most and have them all on the boat? But they get a free dinner. They get free drinks and dinner and all that.
And then at some point, it's time to air the grievances, and you guys all just stand around.
Tom gets thrown off the boat. But, other than that, that'd be really, really nice.
That's funny.
I don't know what to tell you. What does that say? Howard just sent someone who said, what was that? I live about six blocks from the fairgrounds. And
fair time sucked for any computer usage in that area.
Oh, I bet. I
really?
bet.
I suppose that's probably true.
The neighborhood around the fair kind of got, I don't want to say they got hosed. Maybe some of your listeners can weigh in on it, but that whole area of Falcon Heights by the fair, folks used to be able to charge and have people like park on their yards and stuff. And it was a moneymaker. Like if you're going to live next to the fair, you either get out of there for 2 weeks or you embrace it and make money on it and make pretty good money.
Yeah.
And City of Falcon Heights this year put up parking pay stations. So the city was making the money on it now.
Oh, yeah.
So the people living in the neighborhood still have to put up with the traffic. They don't get to make the money off it. And like the listener just said, they're like internet service sucks and their streaming sucks and everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah, that's a tough row to hoe right there, don't you think? I don't know. I was at the fair. What were we at the fair for about 3 hours last week?
About that, yeah.
Yeah.
From like 10 to 1.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 to 1. It was very, very nice. And I just did one show. We didn't put up any banners or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody knew I was even coming out other than listeners to this show, of course. But yeah, I don't know. It's the fair or something. The first time I ever went to the fair, I was working at 1500 KSTP. I had never been to the fair as a little kid. Let me just quote my mother when I say, "Where are we going to get state fair money?" That was everything. You want to go to a baseball game? Where are we going to get baseball money? I mean, that was her answer to everything.
The fair point.
And well, it is a fair point. She didn't have any money left over at all. So,
right.
I mean, that was that whole deal. But I remember going the first time in the Aquatennial Parade. That was a big deal. That was with 1500 KST. Yeah, it was the fair. It was the parades. It was all this great stuff. I mean, for a 19 or 18-year-old kid at that time, that was a very, very big deal.
I mean, it's a big deal to me every year when we go there to see how many people are there and how many people come to watch the shows. It's very humbling to me because you don't. I mean, you don't ever really get to see your audience, and you know people are out there, but you don't really know it. And so when the stands are filled with, I always think it's really cool. It's exhausting. It's tiring. It's a lot going out there every day, but it's always fun.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It is very, very, people are so incredibly nice. And then when the show ends, you stand next to the stage and talk to people who line up to say hello and all that stuff. It's very, very sweet people. I would say this. My listeners throughout my entire career have always been very, very nice people, unless they hate me, and then they're not nice at all.
Well, and then you're going to throw them off the boat. That's how that goes.
Yeah, just throw them off the boat into the water. That'd be good. We'll take care of that. It'd be wonderful. Yep. But so State Fair, I want to ask you this. Maybe I would think you might know this, but maybe you don't. the one day we're at the fair, there were so many people there you could not move. I mean, it was packed.
Well,
And
You
it's
there
guys were
Saturday.
there on the first Saturday, right? As I
Yeah,
recall.
Saturday.
I think is the busiest day.
Is
I
it the
think-
busiest day?
Well, generally, yes. But I don't think, and I haven't seen the new number yet today. I don't think it turned out to be a record setter, which I think a lot of people thought it might because
Yeah,
the weather was so nice. Like this was like a
Ooh.
it
perfect
was.
It
perfect
was.
stretch of weather. I kind of wonder. I guess I wondered out loud this morning on the news too. I'm wondering if people are pinched with money and it was just like, I can't
Well,
do it.
maybe.
I mean, I'm noticing it at the grocery store, and I'm really noticing it. People's shopping trends changing. I used to be like the Lone Ranger on Sunday mornings in Aldi. I would like get there at 9 o'clock in the morning, go in, get my
Right.
stuff. That place is like packed every time I go in there now. I think people are definitely trying to save a little money. So maybe that's why the fair numbers weren't quite what they were. I don't know.
According to this information here, the most busy day is usually the second Saturday because
Oh,
it's
the
Labor Day
second
weekend.
Saturday.
Oh, the second Saturday.
But the first Saturday, apparently Saturdays are the busiest
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
The second Saturday is the most busiest day.
This is the first year my kids didn't go.
They didn't go at
They
all.
didn't go at
We
all?
did not
Wow.
go at all because
Really?
I went, and I'm usually the one that's like the fair. And so I went with you guys, and then Dan was like, I can go, I cannot go, whatever. And then we were camping all last weekend. And so yesterday was kind of our day to go. And we were just like, it's the last day of summer. The kids start school tomorrow, whatever. Like, we don't need to go. And most of the animals are gone by Labor Day
Yeah,
anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, are they
true.
really?
Yeah, we went
Yeah,
on
I didn't
Labor
know
Day
that.
last year, and like I love the Miracle of Birth Center and the horses and the cows and all the animals, and a ton of them were gone. It was like 2 horses and like a pig. I was like, okay, this is not.
Yep.
I go to the fair for the animals, so I was like,
Yeah,
you have to either
yeah.
go early or you just don't see.
Well, that was a lucky deal the day we were there because as we were walking through the barn, a sheep gave birth.
It was the Miracle of Birth Center. It's the best. I love that
was-
place.
Yeah, it was very cool.
And Andy and I saw an 8-foot tall man.
Oh God, he was
What?
so tall.
Yeah, he was just walking around the Miracle of Birth Center, and he had to be 8 feet tall.
He towered
I'm not
over
even
me.
kidding.
I'm just under 6 feet tall, and he was easily several heads taller than me.
He was the tallest man by far I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if tall man from that area is listening,
I was
right
like at
now,
his
Oh,
waist.
man.
Why don't you join our chat and
He was
say-
unbelievably tall.
Tall
Maybe-
man from the area. I remember that song, don't you, Tom?
Area.
All right, so who was the tallest man ever?
I know.
Well, right now the tallest man is 8'4". I know that.
8'4" is,
Yep.
but he wasn't as tall as the tallest man ever.
No, the tallest man ever was like 8'11" or
8'11",
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
8'11", and I think he died at like 28 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't live
like-
long when you're that
So
tall.
those guys do not live very
Yeah,
long.
his name was Robert Wadlow.
yeah, Robert.
Yeah, there's a
Right.
picture of the current tallest man alive standing next to a statue of him, and he doesn't even look that tall.
His
Well-
coffin measured 10'9".
10'9" coffin.
Oh my God.
That's as tall as a house. That is literally the height of a house.
You got to go
Yeah,
custom with
God.
that.
Yeah, that would be very custom. And
Very.
when people hear he died young and he was so tall, you think, oh, well, that makes sense. His heart must have given out.
Yeah.
No, he actually got a small cut, got an infection, and died.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was
Because it was in 1940. So
Back in the day, man, you get
Yeah.
well, even today you get an infection, you can sometimes be screwed. It's not good.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have a foot. So that infection
there you
thing.
go.
yeah, you would
Yeah.
know. Yeah, if you
It
would,
can get you.
if that had happened in 1940, you would have just lived with it, and by lived with it, I meant died in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Oh,
Yeah, that's about it.
yeah, I guess amputations in 1940 didn't usually go super well.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it was
wouldn't-
very. Even today, the actual surgery itself is pretty.
Yeah.
I was gonna say cut and dry. Poor choice of words. But it's pretty. It's kind of. It is what it is. It's just now the prosthetics and the treatment have gotten so much better than they did.
yeah, yeah.
I didn't realize that guy died of an infection, Andy. That's interesting. Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is
I remember
interesting.
learning that and being like, huh, everyone's going to think heart failure or
Yeah,
something,
for
Yeah.
sure.
some sort of
Yeah.
organ failure from being gigantic, but nope.
He was 28, wasn't he, when he died?
Um,
I think he was only 28 years old.
He was 22.
22.
man.
Holy, man.
Yep.
Got to get some.
So 1 year at the bar and he's gone.
Yeah, he was
Sad.
8'11" and he weighed 439 pounds.
439 pounds.
Mm.
But he
You guys
really-
ever watch that? There was a documentary about Andre the Giant.
Mm.
It was really good, and it talked about how like the guy couldn't fit on airplanes, and
Right.
Yeah.
like just this crazy stuff about being that big that you just wouldn't think about.
And
Oh,
he was a foot and a half shorter than Robert Wadlow.
Yeah,
So
I was
he
going to
was
say, right?
7'11"?
He was 7'4".
7'4". Okay. Well, Dan has a friend that he used to travel with for work who is, I think, I think he's like 7'2", and he gets he doesn't have to pay extra to sit in either first class or an exit row on an airplane because
yeah.
like he literally does not have space for his body
I
in
would
a regular
imagine.
airplane seat. So he like has some special thing that he can call the airline, and they just put him in a seat with
Oh,
extra
that's
leg room
good.
so he can fit.
Yeah,
No,
that is
I
nice.
wonder- I think if you're over 6'7", you can do that. That's like a thing that you get.
Well, that's got to be like 99.5 percentile or something.
Yeah.
6'7".
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, I just got a smart ass comment on my watch because I get them
Watch is
through.
talking to
They
you
go
now?
through my. Well, they go to my phone and then my watch. That's what happens.
It's a text message.
Somebody just asked me if that brown thing in front of you and Alex is that one of Robert Wadlow's shoes that you just used.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Right there.
I can't even imagine. I saw one of Shaq's
Well, his shoes
shoes.
literally
I was
were
just-
that big.
I saw one of Shaq's shoes once,
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
like, I could, like a baby could sleep in this thing,
It's
but
true.
his shoe, yeah.
Robert Wadlow wore a 37 AA shoe.
Oh,
What does
my-
that even mean? What?
18.5 inches long.
Holy, so that
A foot and a half long shoe. Yeah.
a foot and a half
What?
long shoe.
Yep.
That's his shoe right there.
Yeah.
Jesus.
How do you like? Can you imagine?
How do
Even
you
today,
exist?
when we have so many, things that we do for people who are unusually shaped and sized and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But in 1940, can you imagine being that big of an outlier?
Because people were so much smaller than in general.
Yeah.
And it's,
Oh,
also,
yeah.
it's not like, we didn't have the ADA, we didn't have like mandatory,
Yeah.
all that sort of thing back then. So it was like, if you need a giant shoe, you got to make a giant shoe or pay someone a ton of money to make a giant
Yeah,
shoe.
go down to the cobbler. I hope they don't charge you per foot. That'd be really
exactly.
Yeah, all of his
Yeah,
clothes.
exactly.
Yeah, all of his clothes had to be custom tailored, and back then, although to be fair, back then a lot of clothes were custom tailored,
people
so it's
made
like
their own clothes all
probably
the
actually
time.
wasn't as
Yeah,
big a deal as for clothes as it would be today, where
that's
it's like
true.
if you have like a 36-inch inseam, it's hard to find pants. I can't even imagine.
It is.
Yeah, I have a 34, and it's like to find a 34 inseam that doesn't have like a 40-inch waist is actually quite difficult at Target these days. So if I had I don't know what Wadlow's inseam would have been, but I'm guessing 50 plus.
Yeah, you think
So
50
good luck
plus?
finding
I
that
guess.
at all.
Yeah,
Crazy.
good luck
9 feet
indeed.
tall.
I don't know. It's just, well, it's interesting about that, how the world has changed. And Chris, you may know this because how tall are you?
I'm 6'4".
6'4", yeah. Because when I went to school, Jim Brown and I were the tallest kids in the school. Even when I was in 7th grade, I was the second tallest kid in the school because I was 6'1" and Jim Brown was 6'2".
Yeah.
So I mean, at 6'4", did you have a lot of guys in your class that were as tall as you?
Well, what's weird, I did, but it was sort of a fluke. But I think there's something to the thing that kids are getting bigger.
They
Oh,
absolutely
yeah.
are.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause,
No
like
question.
my son's considerably larger than I am. He's 20, and I like when he's
20
around
feet? Wow.
like friends. I'm like, oh my god, all these guys are like
I know.
freaking gigantic. And
Every teenager
Yeah.
is massive these days.
I know, I
at
walk
6'4", your height percentile is 9.5 or 99.5.
At 6'4". Oh,
At
wow.
just
6'4",
6'4", 99.5%.
Well,
Wow.
but I feel like in Minnesota, there's a lot more.
A lot of
very
I agree.
tall, like,
That's
a lot
true.
of my friends'
True.
husbands are 6'5", 6'7".
Yep.
Like, there's a lot of very tall people.
Big
in the
Nordic, Midwestern, tree
Exactly.
Yeah, like
chopping.
if I change the data to be in Taiwan, for example, you'd be 99.93 percentile. So unheard of, basically, in
Go to
Taiwan.
Taiwan and become a pro basketball player.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
there you
But
probably
like,
could.
I walk around school and it's pre-K through 8th, and like
Yep.
some of the 7th and 8th graders, I'm like, the boys,
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
always go
Yeah.
through their growth spurt like around that age is when they'll grow like a foot in a summer, and I'm like, why do you look like a 30-year-old man height-wise
Well, even
when you're
teenage girls these days.
13?
Like, we have a
what?
bunch of
Taller.
we have a bunch of teenage girls in our town, our little town, that are as tall as I am, if not taller. It's like kids are just like massive all of us. I don't know if it's better nutrition, better ingredients, Papa John, or
Oh,
It could be worse at nutrition. It could be
that's
right.
the thing, is
Yeah,
it
I
could
would say,
also
we're
be worse
We're all
nutrition.
bionic now.
I
We're just
wonder.
becoming.
All the crap they use to grow, giant chickens and giant
Yep.
this and giant that. But
Well, I
See,
mean, plastic
that's why
is
my kids
plastic.
are so small, because we don't eat meat at home.
Plastic has a very good strength to weight ratio, so I think the microplastic allows you to, like,
Yeah, we're
it,
mostly
it creates a
microplastic.
lattice inside of your cells,
yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
and you can just grow as tall as you want.
We're mostly microplastic.
Mhm.
extra
And then,
PFAS on everything.
They become macroplastic once you grow up.
Yeah, you become one with the
No
plastic.
question about it.
It's like a snail, how they have that shell. We're just going to end up, babies are going to start being born, and they're going to have like extra appendages made out of plastic.
Just a shell of plastic.
Built-in
around
multi-tool
themselves.
on their wrist made of plastic.
Who was the one? What was that guy's name again? He was 7'7". He's from Africa. He played in the NBA for a while,
Minute Ball.
and he could. Was it Manute Bol?
Oh,
Yeah.
was Minute? Yeah, I think that's what
You
you
might
think
be
that's
right.
probably what you're talking
He could
about. 'Cause then there's
stand
Bol Bol.
flat-footed and reach up and grab the rim
Yeah.
on a basketball.
And the dude was like this big around. I mean, he
Yeah.
was
It's like
big
yeah, like
around,
Victor
exactly.
Wembanyama. Like, I saw him play his rookie year, and he had not an ounce of fat or muscle on his body, but he's 7'5", 7'6", something like that. And yeah, it's just like, it was like Slender Man.
Yeah, I
like,
know. He was
running
very-
around. I was just
yeah.
like, what is this?
Well, I I showed people a picture about a month ago, invited to a birthday party at a friend's house, and William Humphrey's son. He played for the Lakers, I believe, if I remember back.
Chris Humphreys.
Chris Humphreys,
Yeah,
yeah,
Chris
very nice guy. We, honest to God, had to take a picture because, like I said, I'm 6
Oh, yeah,
feet
you
or a
look
little
tiny
bit
in that picture.
over 6 feet tall. And I took a picture. Do you have the picture?
No, Mom showed it to me though.
Yeah, I think you posted it somewhere, Tom. I think I saw
Yeah,
it too.
Was it
it's on, I
posted?
think, your Twitter account or X account, I think.
I literally look
Tom
like,
Bernard OG.
like I'm about a third grader. I mean, these guys are, if there's me in the middle and there's these guys, they were like a foot at least taller than me. It was unbelievable.
You know what, Alex? I think the tall guy from the fair came to our booth.
Did he?
Yes. Now that I'm thinking about it, because
Tall.
it's crazy, but like the sister, the guy's wife is like married to our security guard or something.
Oh,
It has to be the same dude, because this dude was like
Unbelievably tall.
a foot and a half taller than I am. Like I
Yeah.
couldn't believe it, and big and like big too.
Well, if we
Yes.
may go back to Robert Wadlow one more time, I found a picture of him growing over the years. So teenager, young adult, and then adult. Look at on the right.
oh my God.
He looks fake,
that looks fake.
but I mean,
Oh my God.
at almost 8 feet tall, you know.
That's him as a teenager.
No,
Is
he's
that
almost-
his
Yeah,
dad?
he was only how old is he in that picture on the right?
He couldn't have been more than 21, 22.
He
Oh
looks
my
a
God.
1,000.
I know, he looks
Yeah.
like a 1,000-year-old alien disguised as a human.
I bet he had a miserable life.
I
He
bet
looks
he
like
did.
yeah.
4 kids stacked on top of each
Yeah.
other to be like, yes, I'm an adult man.
Yeah, it literally looks like the kid's in a trench coat with like
Yeah.
a
It
grown-up
does.
mask on.
It does.
What on
Yep.
earth?
Yeah, he was 8'11",
Mm-hmm.
almost 9 feet tall. All right, I know you got to get back to work because that's all you ever do is give.
There you
That's
go.
right. I gotta hurry up and get back to my empty house here. So yeah,
No, everybody.
Well, you
just
got to go to
laughed.
bed soon, right?
Yeah, you gotta get
I
to
will
bed.
go. I'll probably take a nap. My daughter left for college a couple weeks ago. My son leaves today, so I'm
Oh, wow.
officially this is the first
You're an empty
empty
nester.
nest today.
Yep.
Is
So-
it really?
Oh, man.
So what colleges are we talking?
Daughter goes to Iowa. Son goes to St. Thomas.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
I went to St. Thomas, still got kicked out. Good times.
I took classes at St. Thomas and didn't get kicked out.
Good job, Alex.
Thank
I
Sorry,
graduated
Andy.
high school at 16, so they couldn't kick me out.
Graduated.
Yeah.
I did. I got my high school diploma when I was 16.
Yeah,
That's
because
when I
they
counted.
said
graduated.
if you show up in the morning, we'll just give you a diploma.
I already knew more than they did, so it just kind of
Okay.
worked out that
Great.
way.
At least you're humble.
As a 15-year-old boy, I knew more than the teachers.
So
did.
humble.
You know, there are people that do think that, by the way, that I know more than anyone
I
else.
think every 15-year-old boy in
I was
the
gonna
world
say,
thinks
well,
that.
that's
Every
true.
15-year-old thinks they know more than everyone
I
else.
think
All
you're
of them.
I
absolutely
know.
right.
I've got 6 more years of
Yep.
knowing more than my children, and then I'm going to be a complete
And then
idiot
all of a sudden,
for a couple
yeah.
of years.
What does that say? Go Hawks, go Tommies.
Oh,
Go
nice.
What is it?
Go Hawks, go Tommies. Yeah.
Yeah, go Hawks, go Tommies.
Go Tommy.
No question about it. I went to the University of Minnesota for 1 day. Does that make me a gopher?
I thought you
Sure.
went to Brown for 1 day.
No. Well, I got kicked out after 1 day, but then I went back. Like, I got kicked out like
The
4
stories
times.
are always changing.
They are.
No, they're not changing.
Yeah, you said you went and you were like, I don't like
The-
this, and then left.
Something about the parking.
No, that was high school. That
Yeah,
was
you
college.
said no. You said the parking at Brown was
Oh, that
too
yes,
hard,
that did happen.
and
You're
so
right.
you
Yeah,
left.
you're right about that. I'm not big on if you have a bad like cafeteria and no parking, I'm not coming back.
That's
Well,
fair.
That's fair, isn't
There
it?
you go.
Well, I mean, I almost didn't go to the state fair show because I made it by like the razor's edge because I could not find where to park.
It was down to the wire there.
It
Yeah,
was
it
down
sure
to the
was.
wire. It's
Mhm.
true.
Yeah, and then we got dropped off by the shuttle at Hubbard, and we couldn't get out because we didn't drive in, and the gate doesn't open for people
Yeah.
without the security pass.
Yeah.
So we were literally trapped in the parking lot, the fenced-in parking
Well,
lot.
I
and
told you to come out when I pulled out.
we did eventually do that with
Okay.
someone
It was
else,
like
but
people were leaving.
yeah, we had to like walk behind someone's car to get out of there, and it's like,
Oh, something's coming after you.
Person
Oh. I thought you were an empty nester. That doesn't look empty.
said he leaves
I
today.
said he's leaving later today, so
Later
today.
the laundry room's right there. So there's important work that's going on in there.
No.
Well, thank your son for supporting Minnesota because your daughter bailed on us.
Mhm.
Going to Iowa.
I'm glad to have him here, but yes, I'll
There you
shame
go.
her properly.
All right, young man. We will talk to you, I guess, next week.
See you next week, guys. Have a good rest of your day.
Thanks a lot. Chris
Bye.
Eggert, ladies and gentlemen. Channel 5. Is it
Eyewitness
still
News?
Eyewitness News?
Yeah,
That's what I call it still.
I think
so
that forever will be.
I'm going to
Eyewitness
assume
News.
it's eyewitness
It
news.
was
Yeah,
Eyewitness
just
News when
forever.
I did the voiceover for all those
It's like
years.
the 45 will always be 45.
45.
And wake up with Fox 9.
There you go.
Wake up with
Mm.
Fox 9.
There you have it. We'll take a break. Be right back in a couple minutes. Yeah, matter of fact, 2 minutes. We'll be right back.
Why should your business bank with North American Banking Company? Here's Brian Thiel, president of Abrasives of St. Paul.
What I like best about North American Banking Company is the small town feel with great products and very good service. And I love the people. I would definitely recommend North American to other business owners. A lot of banks I could choose from, and North American Banking Company is the one.
So why not bank where I bank with my friends at North American Banking Company? Go to nabanco.com to learn more. That's nabanco.com, or stop by any one of their 6 Twin Cities locations. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This year, the magic is calling you like never before at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival. 16 stages filled with sword fighting, fire breathing, music, magic, juggling, and more. Delicious food and drink for a Viking. Get it? Like the hearty turkey leg, by the way. Craft your own magic at the Wicked Wand Workshop and race for glory at the Ninja Warrior Challenge. Don't miss the live armored jousting. That is fun, by the way, watching the live armored jousting.
Mhm.
And the marketplace is a shopper's dream. There's something for everyone in the Renaissance Festival's magical village. The Minnesota Renaissance Festival weekends, August 16th through the 28th. Don't miss the adventure. Get your tickets at renaissancefest.com.
Believe the kingdom come, let all the colors move me into
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. What else has happened? We got about 10 minutes.
Yeah. First day of school.
First day of
yeah,
school
sure
today.
I start tomorrow.
You start, where are you going?
I will be in pre-K 3 days a week and second grade 4 days a week. So I'll be in Sage's class.
You're in Sage's class?
Wow.
Yes, he's very excited.
Oh, is that a good idea?
Oh yeah.
He'll take advantage
I was
of
in
it.
Fawn's class for 2 years, and
Well, I
my kids,
suppose.
the thing about my kids is they love rules, and they like listening to the rules and following the
They
rules
do?
at school.
Oh, at school. Okay.
Kids act really differently most of the
Yeah,
time at
that's
school
true.
than they do at home. And so my kids, like, Sage got directions expert awarded to him at the end of last year because he just loves, like, okay, this
He
is what you
follows
need to do.
direction?
And he's just like, yep. So he will
Really?
not, yeah. Oh yeah.
No
I know, hard to
question
believe,
about
isn't
it?
it?
Oh yeah. So yeah, it'll be fine. I'm excited actually. His class is like, he fits into his class really, really well because it's just a bunch of kids that they're like all best friends and they're
Oh,
all
really?
like
That's
excited
nice.
to be at school and be together and like have a good time. Like they're all just really happy and fun. So it'll be a really good year. I'm excited. And the preschoolers are just the most hilarious group of human beings on planet Earth. I love preschool so much.
Right.
They're the best.
Well, it's kind of interesting because starting in first grade, because I went to kindergarten downtown at Emerson School down on Spruce Place in downtown Minneapolis. And then after that, I went to St. Joe's. Well, no, actually, I went to St. Anne's down in Le Sueur, Minnesota for about 3 months. And then we moved because my dad took a job and then we ended up back here in the Twin Cities anyway. But yeah, I mean, all those years at St. Joseph's, first through or half of first through, because I went to the Basilica. I think from first grade, I went to the Basilica. Then I went to St. Anne's down in Le Sueur. And then I went to St. Joseph's. I went to 3 different schools for first grade. So that's that kind of deal.
Huh.
But then after that, to tell you the truth, I went to school with the same people for the rest of my life, the next 11 grades, because they all went to St. Joe's. And then they either went to Jordan, or I don't know, there are a few other ones out there. But yeah, I went to school with the same people for basically, it wasn't 11 years because I left when I was 16. So it was 9 years, I guess.
I remember I left Rogers Elementary at 4th grade, and then I came back to Rogers High at 11th grade.
Yeah.
And like half the people there were the people I went to elementary
Yeah,
school
right.
with.
That's exactly what I'm talking
I think
about.
it's pretty common
They
to-
all, well, I mean, and we grew up in a town where it was like, those are the schools.
That's true. That
Like
was the
Bloomington-
school in the area.
Bloomington they shut one down this summer, but now they have 7 public elementary schools.
Wow.
What does?
Bloomington.
Really?
7?
Yeah. There were 8 and then they shut one
Huh.
down. Yeah. To turn it into a early childhood education facility. But yeah, I mean, like where we grew up, it was like there was Rogers Elementary, Rogers Junior High,
Yep.
and Rogers High School. So if you went to the public schools, you just like were with everybody the same.
Yep.
And like my kids go to a school that's pre-K through 8th. So if they stay there the entire time, they'll be with, and like up to 5th grade, there's only 1 class per grade. So they're in the same class with the
Yeah.
exact same
Right.
kids the entire time.
That's how it was at Rogers Elementary, I think. Just like the one class, right?
No, Rogers Elementary
Did we have
had
multiple?
classrooms. Yeah. Even
Oh.
St. Andrews had 2.
St. Andrews, I
per
remember
grade,
having
yeah.
2 of them, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and then like my kids, if they're at their same school through 8th, then everybody just like spreads out for high school because like
Yeah.
some go to public, some go
Mhm.
to other like Christian schools, some are homeschooled, it's like, so that'll be kind of weird.
So you aren't going to be on the show Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays
Yep.
starting tomorrow.
Yes, I will not be here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Well, there you
which
go.
I know everybody's very brokenhearted about.
There's no doubt about it.
Everybody
There's no
find
getting
a
around
way
it.
to carry on without me.
Okay, I got to bring something up here too because I saw it on the news this morning, and I had heard from other people that the street violence has gone through the roof in Minneapolis and some of it in St. Paul,
Mhm.
but mostly in Minneapolis. Did you know? I think they said I'm not certain about this, but I think they said in the past week, the past 7 days in Minneapolis, 550 cars had their windshields and windows busted out overnight. 550 cars. The guys just go along with pipes or whatever and bust out all the windows in your car. Now, why would you do that?
Because they can.
But I mean, what are you
told,
proving?
they're never taught any better.
Is that what it is? They just think they can do whatever they want, whenever they want, and that's just how it is.
You know, their parents, the ones they've met, don't care. Society doesn't care.
Really a bad idea.
Cops aren't allowed to do anything about it.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. But I could not believe in 1 week, 550 cars had their window. And they showed some of these cars. These cars were damaged badly. So there must have been pretty big, heavy pipes, I would guess.
Well, I mean, when we lived in St. Paul, there was kids that broke into people's garages one night. Like 6 garages had been
I remember
smashed
that,
in.
yep.
Like these things just happen sometimes.
One of my
August 11th to 12th, 125 reports of broken car windows.
2 days.
That is wild.
Well, no, that's just the night of August 11th into the 12th.
Oh, into the 12th.
So one night.
One night.
One night they had 125
Well, I mean,
reports.
Yeah, if you just have a pipe and you just have a group of kids smashing windows, you
Yep.
can really do some damage.
550 cars by the time they were done with it. And what in your brain tells you, oh, this is fun, I enjoy this? Why would you ever think of doing something like
They're
that?
broken kids.
Well, yeah, I mean,
They
they
gotta
just
be.
must have nobody in their life telling them what's right and wrong. And I mean, I wonder how old they were.
I'm sure they're all like 14, 15,
Yeah,
16.
and it's like
Yeah,
it's all
probably.
night long. They're just out smashing
Yep.
windows. Like, who's taking care of them? Nobody. And when you're a child and
Yep.
nobody's taking care of you, then you just do dumb crap.
Yep.
One of the greats of all time, whenever I did something minor, I never did anything like that, but I'd get, in school for some minor offense or being late too often or whatever it was. If I had to go home and tell Toots, my mother, I've been suspended for a couple of days because of blah, 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 she always burst into tears every time.
Oh no.
I had to tell her. She would just sit there and cry because I broke these school laws. I do kind of miss that about Toots. You know what I mean?
The guilt tripping.
The crying?
Yes, the crying part of it. No, the fact that you would get so upset. She was the one that inspired me to go out and do something with my life. That was
Yeah.
my mother that did that.
Yeah.
No question. She said, you're a smart kid. You can get out there. You'll do just fine. I'm sure she told it to my other brothers as well. But I mean, it was nice to hear, don't you think?
Yeah.
We'll take a break. Be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Wrap things up right after this. Let's talk about my bank, North American Banking Company. Look, it's easy to feel like just another account number at the big national banks, but that's not how it works with my friends at North American Banking Company. Whether you're visiting their locations in Roseville, 50th and France, Hastings, Woodbury, Shoreview, or Maple Grove, you'll always find real people you know by name and actually care about your finances, not some AI chatbot. They also offer all the modern conveniences you expect, like online and mobile banking, but with a personal touch that only a community bank can offer. So why settle for less when you bank with my friends at North American Banking Company? Visit nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For Brad, John Bryant, Michael Bryant. Michael, what's up?
Dealing with another case where a person gave a statement to the adjuster because they thought the person was really friendly.
Is that a good idea?
Well, the problem is they know the law when they call you up. And while you're trying to be fair and you're trying to get help, the reality is there are questions you get asked that the way you answer them make a big difference. And people put themselves in trouble. And when they aren't in trouble, they didn't do anything wrong, but suddenly the adjuster's got a statement that can blow up their case completely.
What has caused people to be so untrustworthy, I guess is the best way I could put it? They take advantage.
Well, insurance companies have hired adjusters whose job it is to deal with unrepresented people. So they're supposed to kind of lure them in, call them every day, see how they're doing. And people are like, oh, I'm doing pretty good. Where the reality is they've kind of adjusted to their problem that they've got going on. So it's not that they're completely better, but the way they say it gets to be a problem. And that's why having somebody who can explain your rights, represent you, make sure that you understand the law before you give a statement can make a big difference in your case.
Michael Bryant, Brad Sean Bryant.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We were just during the break talking about Alex's 2 dogs stayed over here with Jude for what is it, a couple of days.
2 nights when we were camping, Friday and Saturday.
But yeah, all 3 dogs got along really, really well. They were having fun, and Birch, because he's the biggest dog by far, kind of led the pack, and then
he's also the herder.
Yeah.
He is the herder.
He's half corgi, right?
Yep, he will herd whatever that could potentially be herded. So yeah, he uses his body to like move Jude and May around.
Well, that's a
We could
good
use
thing.
that at our house, the baby.
All right, any closing words?
Yes. If your Twitter handle is HELexus, congratulations. You won a $100 gift card at Jack's Cafe.
Really?
Lexus.
What's the name again?
HELexus.
Lexus.
Yep.
What's the Lexus company?
Pretty
Nice cars.
fancy. So that
Amazing.
will be the winner of this week's drawing. I will, after the show, put up the next drawing tweet. You can comment under that. And in 2 weeks, so that would be the 20. Well, I'll do it on the 15th.
The 15th, the Monday.
Yeah, it's supposed to be on Mondays. It's just we didn't do a
Yeah.
show this Monday because of Labor Day.
So, Alex, you will not be in on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays during the school year.
Nope. I'll miss
There
you.
you go.
I'll be wrangling preschoolers at that time.
Wrangling
Why don't you get
preschoolers.
Birch to do it?
Birch would love
It's what he
that,
loves to do.
actually.
Why not?
And he's great with kids, so he'd think that was a blast. But
Right.
yes, I'll be with my 3 and 4-year-olds at school. But I'll be here Mondays and Fridays.
There you go. Why don't you guys read a few of those posts before we go? Because I don't have my glasses on.
Well, they're all kind of
They're just talking about their own things.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah, and they're all linked to stuff above. So like if I read them, they
okay,
wouldn't
so it
make any
wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for posting. We love the fact that you post during the show because it gives us interesting things to talk about and see what's important to you. And so that's a good thing. Alex will not be here tomorrow. Catherine, I assume, will be back. Alex will be back.
If
on
she's
Friday.
not back from the vet tomorrow, then we've
That'd be
really
that's
got
gonna be a
problems.
real
problem.
You never
We've
know. with her,
really
though.
got problems.
You never know. With
Oh, I decided to just drive to Maine. I could see her doing that.
Go to Maine.
no
she's-
question about it.
She's flighty.
I think I should stop wearing shorts on the show because showing off my muscular
Okay.
legs gets to be too much.
Yuck.
All that muscle, you see that right
Okay.
there? It's just too much for people to deal with.
Is this
Might be.
everyone's face at home? hearing
Okay,
this?
boy, look at the time. We'd love to schmooze. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Got a picture in my pocket reminds me of this was before. Every time I get the same reminds me how you talk in my door.